My name's Chris Welsh. I'm Group Commander for Hertfordshire Fire and Rescue Service. Yeah, so today I explained how my family upbringing had many parallels to the fire service culture, where it can be equally as supportive but sometimes not as caring as it could be, and sort of drew those parallels of how we can take some leadership and make things better. Also took the chance to explain to people what it's like to be somebody who's LGBTQ plus in the service, where sometimes it doesn't feel the most supportive. I remember sitting in a canteen in a staff room where I used to work, seeing an advert in a newspaper for the fire service, and I thought that looks like a good job. So I applied for it and then got in. That's as simple as that, really. It provided a really good route out of where I was growing up at the time. It seemed like a good job. I didn't know too much about it at that moment. But since I joined, I've done 20 years in the fire service and wouldn't change a moment of it. It's been mostly positive, although there are acute points of where it was less positive, I would say. I've served at different stations. I've been operational for all of my career, and to move from South East London to Hertfordshire, where I live now, that in itself can be quite jarring, I guess. But to move through your career for 20 years of not being able to sort of be yourself fully, that can bring its own issues and challenges, I guess. And the important thing for me today was to be able to explain what those challenges are and how they can cause some issues for people who are not always included in that fire service family. It's incredibly important, partly because you get to meet many different people who want to be able to take your message, to take your story and start sharing that. But the other thing with conferences like this is it starts to introduce you to new ideas as well, and to new lived experiences and concepts that you can then also take away and adopt and adapt yourself to enable others. The one key thing that I'd like people to take away from my presentation is to consider how you can make that individual difference within your service, how you might be able to be an ally or a champion for somebody who is perhaps more marginalised within the service, or is seldom heard, or just needs that caring arm wrapped around them to give them that love and support that I know the fire service is fully capable of. Just consider how you can do that for somebody who might need that in your service. Yeah, so if you're from the LGBTQ plus community and you're thinking about joining the fire service, I would highly recommend that you do. It's an incredible career. It has some wonderful people. You can shape what the culture and the future of the fire service is. You can be part of that story. It's also not only a very interesting job, but it is a very supportive workplace to be within.